Yo, I am scared to death. Out of my mind, no cap, raised hairs and chills down my spine style scared. And truthfully, I hope you can help because I believe that you're scared too. But if you prefer to think you're not and want to go with the traditional ego flex, that's fine. But you should be. For in life, we are sheep or shepherd. And fear is the ultimate motivator, or as we know, the ultimate debilitator. And I do a lot of research, so I know just about everyone who's in this space is talking about fear. And when they talk about fear, they're telling you that you shouldn't be scared. You get one life. It's easy to get over. And on and on and on with the cliche vibes. But remember, before we go any further, I'm just a reminder. Nothing to see here other than what you already know. But I want to express to you today, and what I want to express is why, if you're not scared, then you should be. And never lose that as a drive for your purpose. For I believe that if you are on a journey to become your highest self, fear must be fully and consciously embraced. You must bathe in it and allow it to overflow your cup. For otherwise, the wisdom of courage is not available to you. So check out what I read today that absolutely blew my mind to pieces, expanded my ignorance, and added new perspective for me. Lucifer, the devil. And that is what started my spine tingle. The literal meaning of Lucifer, which I learned today, is bringer of light, or said another way, the light bearer. And here is a quote by Fred Giddings from the readings of Symbolism in Occult Art. It is claimed that after Lucifer fell from heaven, he brought with him the power of thinking as a gift for mankind. I'm telling you, I'm shook. Now let that hit your soul a bit. And let's focus on two quick key takeaways. 1, Lucifer, bearer of light. 2, Lucifer, power of thinking. And if you remember and have any familiarity, high level with the Bible word, Lucifer, Satan, the snake, or the devil, it was he who tempted Eve to tempt Adam to eat from the tree of knowledge, thereby granting us the power of good and evil, which you might also refer to as consciousness, light and dark. And now somehow we see light and we fully embrace light because there's nothing obviously to fear in the light. But what do we truthfully do with it? Who are we in the light? Because from my view and belief, how about sheep? Herding along, unable to discern true meaning for ourselves, wrapped in our own undisciplined, untrained, and insecure emotions, stuck ignoring ourselves, our God-given conscious and creative selves, frozen by the power of thought and free will, rather submitting and substituting our potential for living vicariously through the lens of a screen, breaking news, or the latest trend. For in the light, the sheep grasps by the masses, the mask of asses, and then looks to externally validate, excuse, and victimize the ineptitude of your reality that at its core comes with embracing fear anyway. You're just using fear to debilitate, desecrate, and deliver yourself from your God-given purpose. And if any of that is true for you, then you are embracing the light of Lucifer. And I know, you shook yet? I know that's deep. You might even need to rewind a few times to peep the meaning, but let's agree to counter this. That is the light of darkness. It is the light of darkness you truly seek, for your true self resides there. Make no mistake, luminaries reside prominently at night, just not to the sheep. For that is where the shepherd makes his move. That is where growth, expansion, and traction happens. That is when fear is leveraged for the power of evolution. And if we want to continue with the word for further confirmation that all challenge is earned through the lens of the dark light, let us wonder what Noah felt like building the ark and embracing the flood. What Moses must have felt freeing his people from 400 years of slavery, mainly by initiating 10 plagues before the Pharaoh of a nation, with the final plague resulting in the death of all firstborn. And David, he didn't just slay Goliath, but in doing so, became preferred to the people, thereby making him an enemy of an insecure king, King Saul, who just so happened to be the first appointed king of the people by God himself. And of course, Jesus died on the cross for what he believed in, the ultimate sacrifice of man. All of these examples are at minimum possibilities of embracing light through fear, and most importantly, darkness. For otherwise and without it, in perceived light, we wear our ultimate masks and proceed as sheep. And in the dark, feeling alone and without light, we grip our vice to mask ourselves from the mentality that keeps us weak, mainly because we think that no one sees, except for you. For somehow we feel the need to free ourselves. And free from what? Is it freedom from the darkness of the light that shines bright on us? So if it's possible, you yearn for your highest self, and the fear of the struggle is overwhelming you, you must think shepherd, not sheep. For in darkness is where you will always find the truest you, thereby having the power to withstand the bringer of light. Change your mind, change your life. I am who I say I am. Stay rich.